Hey Pam, it's Josh. I'm here at this very cool home in Granite Dells. As you can see from the view from the front deck, or maybe you can see, it's right across the street from the little creek that runs through the Granite Dells. It's up quite a ways though. You know how we had heard about the flood zone. I can imagine that road down there flooding, but this house is probably, I don't know, 10 to 15 feet higher than the road. Let's say 15 feet-ish, give or take. So it would be very strange if this house flooded. I mean, there'd be a huge amount of just massive flooding everywhere. It doesn't seem likely to me that it would flood. Um, you see that green little detached building there? It is a nice storage building. It can't really be used as a garage. There's no way to get a car in or out, but lots and lots of storage or a workshop of some sort. All kinds of leafy, deciduous trees here, and obviously it's winter. It's snowed, so there's no leaves. But you can imagine in the springtime how pretty that would be, and in the summertime, nice and shady and cool. And through the trees, you see the big rock formations, and even behind this green storage unit, you see them. And then, as close as directly beside the deck, you have this big granite formation. Now, I'm going to come inside the house here. So we had a bit of snow today. Had a kind of an exciting day. I seem to have lost my glasses, and I broke my toe. So it's been an exciting day of adventure. So bear with me here if my video is not quite as good as normal, because I can't see that well. Looks like a newer HVAC return air duct here. It's very nice and warm and cozy in here, considering how chilly it is outside today. You come into the house, you see all the neat wood paneling, and then like the tongue and groove ceiling with the open beams. Very rustic look to it. It's a good sized living area. You see that painting on the wall ahead of us? There used to be a window there. You can see the trim. At least I speculate there used to be a window there, because the room behind it is now like an enclosed patio / laundry room, and my belief is that at some point in time it was outdoors, or a patio at least. A lot of the windows in the house are a little bit older. These here in the living room, let me see. These look double pane, these big ones right here. But some of the older windows and the smaller windows in the bedrooms are more single pane. And here you have a swamp cooler control, evaporative cooler, and then your furnace control. Let me check something here. So there is no AC, just evaporative cooling or ceiling fans. So the first bedroom here, this is a fairly good sized bedroom. It's probably, I don't know, probably somewhere around 12 by 10, maybe 13 by 11, something like that. It's a little bit rectangular. You can see these older single pane windows, which are fine, except that they will let a little more hot air and cold air, back and forth depending on the season. A, older closet, because the home was built in 1960. So, closet one would anticipate from 1960. Structurally, everything looks like it's in quite good repair. I don't see like a lot of drywall cracks. I don't see any evidence of leaking. The floor is on a crawl space. I can feel that with my feet when I walk on it, but it feels very substantial. It doesn't feel like some raised floors where you have a kind of a waviness to it or softness in parts. It all feels to be very good condition. This bathroom, you have a stall shower, and you have me with my sunglasses because I can't see to drive without them. A more modern toilet. The laminate countertops, which are pretty typical throughout this home. There's a big kitty cat on the floor here. I don't know if she's going to care if I step over the top of her or him. This bedroom is smaller than the other one. Maybe more of a guest bedroom or office or some kind of a workout room. But you could see the proximity of the boulders, like right there. I mean, it's, 6 feet from the window or so. And out the back window, there's a tree that's, maybe 6 feet from that window. This room is kind of small, so you couldn't fit I don't think you could fit a queen size bed. Certainly not a king size bed. You know, maybe a couple small beds for grandchildren or something. Or an office desk would be good. Ceiling fans with lights in the living room. Living room is, by far the biggest room in the house. It's almost 20 feet from me to that far wall, I would say. And then probably, 12 to 14 feet wide. So it's a good sized room. You do have a loft up there. Since I literally just hurt my toes very substantially, and I have a hard time walking, I'm not going to climb the ladder. But up here you can see the loft. Now the loft is not big enough that an adult human being would spend time up there, but you could put storage, you could put decorations. It'd be great for grandkids. I'm sure they'd love to fiddle around up there as long as they don't fall off and break their head. And let's see. The second bath has a tub and shower. The other one's just a shower. It has the older toilet, which is quite small. That's an easy fix. So they have the GFI outlets in here. So the electrical is a little updated. There is a little heater controller on the wall. And I think it might interact with that little wall heater there. It's because there's no air conditioning vent in this room. However, just because the way air flows, I'm sure the room stays the same temperature as the rest of the home, more or less. It might be nice to have that little heater, though, when you get out of the shower. This is another smaller bedroom. I mean, here's a small bed they have. You could put probably a full size, maybe a queen in here. A queen would be pretty tight, but you could probably do it. Off the back again, you get a feel for how close those rock formations are. Very pretty. I'm afraid I'm probably not up to walking around the outside of the house in the snow at the moment. My apologies for that. You can tell they're packing and getting ready to move. And we come across here to the kitchen. This was I'm guessing this house was pretty well updated. The kitchens and bathrooms, like in the 1990s, judging by the oak cabinetry and the laminate countertops, which kind of have a 1990s feel to them. Decent sized kitchen. Is not big by any means. I mean, the width of it, if you had two people in here passing each other, you might rub up against each other a little bit. I mean, you could squeeze around one another, but there's not a ton of room. They have a very nice looking espresso maker. I like that. I doubt it comes with the home. There is apparently electrical outlets up in the attic area, not attic, loft. Sorry, the loft area. Again, cool view from the kitchen. You're just looking right out at the boulders. Very nice. Now, this is that room that I think was a patio. So, I think that was a window there, being a super sleuth that I am. And then it would have gone and looked out this room here. This has a separate heating unit, it looks like. By the way, there are cats in the house. I do not smell any cat smell at all. So I don't see any issue there as far as I can tell. They keep it very clean. Again, these have the older single pane aluminum windows. Nice little area out here. You see that flat area? It's just completely surrounded by boulders. I don't know exactly how much of that is on your property. Maybe all of it. If so, be an awesome place to put a little hot tub, like super private. Neat ambiance with the boulders around. And one thing you need to be aware of with boulders, here's the thermostat for the furnace out here. One thing you need to be aware of with boulders is that granite formations can give off argon. Is it argon? Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember here. Radon gas. And this house is on a raised foundation, so you'd probably be fine, but it would be something that might be worth just a quick test. And then in the crawl space, the radon is a heavy gas, tends to settle low. So if you have a basement, for example, it can be a magnet for radon. You may have some ventilation put in down there, if needed, you know, have it checked. And if needed, it's fairly simple, just a fan, basically, a couple of fans to get fresh air in, blow out that radon, which is a natural part of the decay of granite rocks. So if you didn't know that, it's a little geology lesson for the day. Okay. I'm going to walk over this storage building. I'll keep the video going and hope that I don't fall down the stairs. All right, here we go. Okay, storage building. It's very substantial. You know, it's not a tough shed. It's like site built. It's got a really thick slab on it. It's like, I don't know, a good foot thick at least, which is unusual for a slab pour. They have it chock full of stuff, little treasures and whatnot, but you can get a feel for all the storage available in here. There's a roll-up door, but it's sheet drywalled or plywooded over on the outside. But big storage room, no garage, so you would be parking outside. And as you can see, I drove up there. I'm going to drive down here, so you got a little circular driveway. And that's it. That's the house. I hope you like it. And let me know if you want to put a backup offer on it, and we can do that. Thank you. Bye-bye.